And I know you don't like change. Everybody likes things to stay the same. But the reality is our world is changing. I think this is going to be a little painful pass through because there's going to be a lot of people have to rethink what we do in the industry. But when we get to the other side, I think we're going to be better for it. That's my personal opinion. At least I'd like to keep that optimistic attitude moving forward. The real estate industry is getting ready for what very well may be some very painful changes that we are all, as sales professionals, going to have to incorporate in our business. In the way we do business, if the courts rule in favor of the plaintiffs in these two lawsuits, these will be game changers for us. So let's tackle the first one, restricting agents from making cold calls. Now, before I even go down this path, I want you to know I grew up in the real estate industry being taught how to make cold calls. And I would cold call my listings to see if they knew of anybody, any of the neighbors knew of anybody who wanted to live in the neighborhood, or if they've been thinking about selling. I'd cold call my farm. I would cold call my FSBOs in my area, my expireds. I mean, this has been an inherent part of our business. But I think you would all agree, we've been bombarded with crazy phone calls from all kinds of businesses all over the world trying to pursue us and our communities. And it's kind of taken all the goodness out of what we do. The plaintiff's lawsuit alleges the calls and the messages made by agents violated the telephone in the US, the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, the TCPA, in which the US prohibits making unsolicited and auto-dialed calls to consumers without their consent. Remember that, without their consent, including those on the do not call list. I'm on the do not call list. I think that's a pretty good reason not to call people on the do not call list. But we got agents out there, bad behavior by some agents have ruined what might have been one of our little core tenets in our business for the rest of us.